Yo, my name is Michael, and in this video, we will be going over DM outreach, what works, what doesn't, how to fix yours if it's bad, and basically everything you need to know about initial DM outreach and outreach overall. So if you're an info op, a growth op, or anything like that, make sure you watch this video to the very end because I'm dropping a lot of sauce right here, and it will be very helpful for you guys if you guys are struggling. And if you guys do like this video and like more of my content, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and hopefully this video helps you guys out. All right, boys, we are going to be going over DM outreach, of course, okay? So let's get straight into this. If you are watching this video, this is probably you right now. I'm not going to lie, all right? This is you. You're not getting clients. You're not seeing the results you want, and it's probably because the very first step of your outreach, which is the initial DM, all right? If your initial DM looks like this, you are not going to sign any creators. No creator is going to respond to you. Coming from personal experience, being a creator who scaled my own account, my own reselling offer and account to over 40K followers, I never once responded to anyone like this. Not because it was, a bad message, just because I'm not interested in reading all of this. I'm not gonna lie. No one's gonna be interested in reading your entire resume, okay? So I'm sorry about this, dude, but like, bro, don't do this, okay? So this is really bad example, okay, guys? So don't do that. That's probably you. But after this video, you're gonna be like this dude, okay? You're gonna be like a, Sigma, all right, with a bunch of money because you made a lot more clients, you signed a bunch more clients. So yeah, if you guys do like this video, watch to the end and make sure you guys like, sub, and comment, please. I'd really appreciate it. And just so you guys know, this video will be strictly on initial DM outreach and how to actually outreach. If you guys do want a video on me explaining how to find what creators qualify for you, how to target good creators and good niches, just drop a comment and I'll post that video. But yeah, make sure you guys understand this before I continue. All right, boys, so once you found that creator or whatever niche you're trying to do, this is a universal thing that you can do for every single initial DM that you send to a creator, okay? So your initial DM is obviously very, very, very important in your business. It's a tripwire hook, basically, okay? It's going to be the very first thing a creator sees when you message them. It's going to be, the determining factor if they're actually going to respond to you or not. So having a good, well thought, and, effective initial DM is going to help you a lot with signing clients. It's very, very important. So it's very important you guys understand the skill so you guys can dial it down. All right, so let's go into kind of what does a good, initial DM look like. This is my original message, okay? So you guys can use this, you guys can, edit it, and I'll show you guys how to edit it and make it unsaturated because it is a little unsaturated. I did get inspiration for this message from Dustin Verano. If you guys know him, huge shout out to him. He's a great dude. But yeah, so this is very good for a couple of reasons. It says, yo, you sell a one-on-one mentorship, okay? And guys, before I go into this, rule of thumb, okay? If you guys are DM outreaching, okay, these are rules that you need to follow or else your account will get banned. It will get, reported as a spam and no creator is going to see if you're reported as spam, if you're getting your account shadow banned and all that stuff, okay? I used to send 50 DMs a day. Now I wouldn't do more than 30 to 40 DMs per day, okay? And if you follow this, I promise you, you'll be fine. But if you don't, then I promise you, you won't be fine, okay? So I usually send around 35 DMs a day, send them throughout a 4 to 6, over an hour period, okay? And then wait 1 hour without sending, okay? So you guys have time to make sure Instagram understands you're not, a scammer or a spam. But yeah, and then repeat this, and then also take 1 day off during the weekend, just to have your account cool down and make sure, like again, Instagram knows that you're not a scammer. But yeah, if you do not follow these rate limits, your DMs will hit spam, and no creator will ever reply to you ever again. All right, so let's get straight into this, right? So why is this original message right here pretty good, and why does it work? This initial DM is the number one converting for 2 reasons, okay? 2 reasons, all right? First reason, it fits inside the entire preview line so they know it's not a pitch. The reason this is good is because, like I said earlier, and to show you the example of earlier, guys, this is, you don't want, a creator to be like, oh God, this is another pitch. This is, oh, he's trying to sell me something. Because obviously you are, right? You're going to be selling them, but you don't want them to know that right now. Like wink, wink, wink. You don't want them to know that right now. You want them to think that you're interested in their program. We want them to reply, right? Like number 2, it says right here, they are most likely to think that you are, replying because they think you're interested in the program, which is really, really, good because they're going to respond if they, oh, this guy's interested in my program, this guy's interested in my mentorship, I'm going to respond to him, right? So an example of what this looks like, and this is literally from my inbox, a screenshot from my inbox, from my reselling content creation account. But yeah, look at this, guys. I don't respond to these because they're stupid. It says, would you like to be blah, blah. I can't read the rest of it because of the little dots, right? This is not 38 characters. Anything past 38 characters, it gets little dots. So you can't see the full message. So instantly a creator is going to think that it's a pitch. They're instantly think it's like, I'm not going to open it. It's a big ass paragraph. They're not going to open it, okay? So this is a bad example. So yeah, that's an example of like what, why that DM actually works. And then, obviously, like I said, guys, Instagram allows roughly 38 characters to be seen in the preview line, including spaces. Okay. So this obviously right here, hey man, can I help you editing? And like, I'm not gonna read the rest of it. Okay. Yo, the Discord link is not work. Like, I'm not gonna read the rest of it. And this is a general rule of thumb for literally any message I get. Hey, yo, bro, how do I start? I usually reply to things that are shorter because I understand what they want. Okay. So that's kind of a rule of thumb for all creators too. Okay. So by having the whole DM fit in the preview line, it shows you a couple things. One, it shows you that this is not a pitch. And B, it shows you that there's no hidden pitch when you open the DM. This is super, super essential when you are actually trying to outreach to creators. Like I just said, I'm a perfect example of that. All right. As a reselling creator, when someone DMs me, I literally look at that. Like, is this a pitch? I'm not going to open it. Okay. So now that you guys understand this, this is how you guys can undersaturate this message. All right. Like I said, this is Dustin Varano's initial DM. It works really well. I made a modified version of it over there, as you guys saw, but this is how you guys can make your own version of it because it still works. Okay. It still does work. So this is saturated, obviously. So edit the wording. Okay, guys. All right. So actually, how to do this? You're going to go to ChatGTP and put in this ChatGTP prompt. All right. You can modify this and give it a few other examples you come up with. All right. But this should be the general, prompt you type in the ChatGTP. Okay. And this works. It'll print out like 10 or 20, whatever you ask, examples of what that DM could look like. This is what the message says. I am sending this message to creators in hopes to start a conversation with them regarding me helping them scale their coaching offer. Come up with blank insert number, different variations of this that are 38 characters or under, including spaces and punctuation. Insert examples. You can literally insert this example right here so that ChatGPT knows what it should look like, okay? And then ChatGPT should spew you out, around 20 of these, okay? And this is an example of that. I put the prompt in here, right? I gave it 2 examples of what it should look like, and then ChatGPT obviously spat out 20 different variations. Like, these are all different variations of this original message. Do you sell one-on-one coaching? Do you offer coaching one-on-one? Are you coaching clients? Do you have any coaching offers? Like, it's all different variations, but it's still effective, and it still fits in within this criteria. And this is why it's effective. So if it fits in this, these 2 things, if it follows these 2 little guidelines, then it's going to be an effective DM and creators will respond to it. All right. So whatever variation you do choose, just making sure that it actually follows and actually fits that 2 guideline criteria. But yeah, that's exactly how you can unsaturate it and make it your own. So this creates a personalized message in different variations for each creator, which would help a lot because I'm sure they are at this point. This is a little saturated, so they're probably seen "Do you sell a one-on-one mentorship" a couple of times. So making sure that we have a different variation and something different is going to help you a lot. But yeah, this creates a personalized message in different variations for each creator. So the next step is going to be actually how do you respond to them after they respond to you? So I know you might be confused because if they say yes to the I have a mentorship, then what are you supposed to say? All right. This is how you save it, and this is how you actually, continue the conversation. So make sure you guys follow through and pay attention. All right. So now that they responded, continue with this approach. And you guys can copy this, you guys can edit this, and you guys can literally just copy and edit anything in this video. But yeah, so rule of thumb, and make sure you guys understand this before you even respond to them. If they sell a high ticket, then I build them a low ticket down so they're unqualified leads, right? And it's kind of the same thing for vice versa. If they sell a low ticket, build them a high ticket to upsell the customers. All right. Obviously, like I just said right here, selling high ticket, build out a low ticket for the unqualified leads, and then selling a low ticket, build out a high ticket to upsell their customers. So yeah, this is exactly what you guys should say. You can edit, like I said, but this is a guideline, a framework of what you should say after they respond to your initial DM. Okay. For example, if they sell a low ticket, okay, and you already know this because you looked at their account, and then you say this, you could definitely be printing with a high ticket offer, especially if you're already selling a low ticket community. Went through your stuff and made a quick vid breaking down how I'll do it. Cool if I send it over. All right, this is kind of a general rule of thumb for all 3 of these responses, but why does this work? Okay, this works because it shows that you already, went through their stuff, you looked at it, so it personalizes it for them, okay? It makes them seen, and that's what we want, okay? And then it also just, it's short, and you can also say like, this could easily add an extra 50K in revenue, in my opinion. You can, show them, help them visualize what you can actually do with that. But yeah, this is a really, really strong framework for if they do sell a low ticket already. Okay. But yeah, so if they sell a high ticket and they don't have a low ticket, this is what you could say. Are you doing anything with your unqualified leads? You can definitely be printing with a low ticket community, especially if you're already selling a high ticket offer. Went through your stuff and made a quick vid breaking down how to do it if I could. Cool if I send it over. Okay. I just stuttered there. Sorry, guys. But yeah, this is what you could say. You can copy this, but I would recommend for everything, guys, edit this. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Edit this, make it personalized to each creator if they actually respond. Okay. Editing and actually making it personalized to the creator makes you have a better success rate. Okay. Just make sure you guys understand that. And then if they sell nothing, you can say something like this. Any reason you aren't, you could definitely be printing with a proper offer in the setup and the engagement you're already getting. Went through your stuff and made a quick vid breaking down how to outdo it. Cool if I send it over, okay? This is a perfect thing to say if they don't have anything that they're selling. All right. So once you sent one of these three things, okay? So once you sent one of those three things, whatever they actually might have, a low ticket, a mid ticket, or a high ticket, you correlate it with that and you send the right message, okay? So once they actually, seen the message, they either say like, nah, I'm good, man, or they just leave you unopened. That happens a lot, that's just, that's growth operating life, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's cold outreach, life. You should get left unopened. It's fine. All right. But let me show you guys what to do if they don't respond or if they do respond. So if they do respond and they're interested, send them the Loom video, okay? Because the next step is going to be sending them the Loom video. You don't want to keep talking. You don't want to keep texting. You don't want to do anything like that. You guys want to keep the conversation as short as possible so you can shorten the time that they are not on the call with you, okay? Get them on the call. That's what we're trying to get to, obviously. We can sell them, so we can close them and actually make them partner with us, okay? So as soon as they reply and say, yeah, I'm interested, bro, could you send it over? Then you send your Loom video, okay? And if you guys want a video of me going in the Loom process and actually breaking down how to create a Loom video, what to say, all that stuff, let me know and I can make that for you guys. But if they are not interested, then move on to the next creator because they are likely to just leave you unopened and not say anything. But that's okay, guys. There are literally thousands of content creators in different niches. All right. You can move on to the next creator and there will be different ones that will sign you. Okay. Keep being consistent. Keep trying. It doesn't matter. Okay. It's okay if they don't respond, guys. Do not sit there and be like, hey, bro, hey, bro, hey, bro. Are you sure you don't want the video? Hey, bro. Like, that's so annoying. That is so annoying. Do not do that. If they don't respond and they just leave it open, just move on to the next creator. Okay. That is going to help you guys out a lot. And because you don't want to ruin your rep online. So that is DM outreach done right. All right. It's very, very simple. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. I'm not gonna lie. There's not much to it. Okay. There's not much to it. It's a very simple process. Okay. Just literally, if you guys take away anything from this video, understand that one, you should not do some big ass paragraph from your initial DM. You should understand this rule of thumb right here. Okay. And then you guys should also understand whatever the initial DM you do, it hits these two criteria. Okay. Now, if you guys follow this strictly, you guys will be having better chances of actually signing creators. And yeah, it's very, very simple. All right, boys, that's basically it. Initial DM outreach broken down in this video for you guys. If you guys did find this video helpful, make sure you guys subscribe, comment, and like, because I will be continuing to make educational videos just like this to help you guys sign your very first client as a growth op, info op, it does not matter. So make sure you guys subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video.